Welcome, Earthlings, to my Urmah Basics 101 course. My name is Theric, I'm an Urmah, and today we will be discussing one of my favorite topics, food.
Oh, goody.
The first thing you need to know about Urmah food is that it is meat-based. We are obligate carnivores, meaning we must eat meat to survive. However, we Urmah do not accept our base biology as a mandate on how we should behave. We are a civilized species that does not accept the killing other creatures that are capable of intelligent thought or emotion unless it is necessary. The topic of necessary being something that has been debated at length for generations and will continue to be in the future, I'm sure. However, one thing that we have developed a consensus on is that since we can grow our meat in factories, that we should. Lab-grown meat is on our tables nearly every meal and is the primary source of food for most Urmah. The main downside to lab-grown meat is that it is pure protein, meaning that if you only eat lab-grown meat, you will die. The body needs fat to survive, and fat also tastes great. To get a healthy source of fat in our diets, we rely on farming.
Lab-grown meat sounds disgusting.
It's not bad, it's abundant, and it's free for everyone. Both the Farron and Panthera governments pay for it. No one starves in Urmah society. But most cats prefer other sources of food, honestly. We get fat in our diet mostly from eggs, milk, and milk products, such as cream and cheese. Eggs come from large lizards, like your dinosaurs. They have been bred for millennia to be docile and ideal egg producers. Each female lays hundreds of eggs a year, and each egg is big enough to be a meal. They are herbivorous and require massive ranges to keep fed. But since we Urmah don't overbreed, we have a lot of land to spare to keep them free range and happy.
They don't have chickens?
No, they don't. But didn't your chickens also have dinosaur ancestors?
Oh, maybe?
Yes. Your chickens also lay eggs in their coos, but Urmah lizards lay eggs wherever they please in their ranges. Thankfully, Servant AI will go and collect the eggs for us. Our milk comes from large sheep-like creatures. They are very friendly and enjoy nuzzling their handlers when in a good mood. They are also quite smart. They are capable of opening their pens with dexterous lips and holding simple tools like sticks. I used to have a milkman who delivered fresh milk to our kitchen daily. He was so attached to one of his flock that he allowed her to sleep in his bedroom so that she wouldn't get lonely. I guess you could say that they also make good pets, except for the fact that they are very hard to house train. They are clever enough to open cabinets, and they are tall enough that most things are within their reach. Milking is an automated process with Servant AI going out into the fields to pump milk while the animals graze.
What is a servant AI?
It's a robot commonly found in mature interstellar societies. I'll give more details on them in the next lecture. Anyway, we don't have cramped milking facilities like the facilities you have on Earth. We find such cramming and packing of animals into tight spaces to be uncomfortable and a little cruel. Eventually, no matter how good we treat them, livestock pass away, either from accidents or old age. We do not let their bodies go to waste and make use of every part. Every edible part will be eaten. Even the bones will be harvested. We have many uses for bone. We use them for food and as a carving material. We shape them with artisanal tools to make traditional jewelry and other pretty things. We also eat the bone as part of a crunchy snack, which we'll talk about later. The bone marrow is eaten directly or mixed with gelatin to make a savory jello, which makes a great aspic for creating and enhancing other meals. We also eat the jello as a mild snack for getting over a stomach upset or for feeding weaning cubs. You just need to be sure to lower the fat content of the marrow first. so that it doesn't cause the gelatin matrix to fall apart. I learned that the hard way. Here are some earth pictures of aspic. Nearly everything tastes better when it's submerged in a flavorful gelatin, eggs, meat, fish, you name it, and we'll dunk it in gelatin and make it wobble. Plus it looks nice, which is part of the fun.
Looks delicious.
It is delicious and fun. Our livestock are delicious. But I want to stress again that their meat, organs, and bones are a supplementary part of our diet, taken only after the animal dies of natural causes. We also go through lengths to ensure they live long, happy lives by providing them retirement pastures, even after they are no longer producing. Retired livestock also enjoy the same high-quality veterinary care we provide to all our other animals. If, however, they are suffering and we cannot help them any further, we do provide them with a humane and painless farewell.
I'm curious, Mr. Therak, would you rather be a Urmah farm animal or an Urmah zoo animal?
I would rather be an Urmah farm animal. They are treated like royalty, with enormous spaces to roam, and with high-quality care.
Whoa, that's so different than Earth farm animals.
We want to treat all creatures with the respect they deserve. Urmah have strict rules on hunting. A prospective hunter must undergo training in disruptor weaponry, which are energy weapons that disrupt the nervous system on impact, killing instantly and without pain. These weapons are highly regulated, so a hunter does not get to keep their weapon at home. They must store their weapon at an armory operated by the government and must register a plan for each hunt, detailing a complete itinerary for where they will be and how long they will have the weapon outside the armory. Not returning the weapon at the scheduled time is a bad idea.
What happens if you're late?
Soldiers will come looking for you. This isn't an entirely punitive measure, however. Many times a hunter's life has been saved because he registered a proper itinerary and was found after being injured.
So the schedule is for safety?
Yes. Even Urmah can have accidents in the wilderness. Hunters must undergo training every year to maintain their license, and they have strict bag limits that make sure the hunters only hunt overgrown populations. This prevents the herds from starving to death from overpopulation. I must mention, in Ferran society, we do have one religious exception to the rule of using disruptors, and that is the weight of life exception. During this once-in-a-lifetime hunt, an Urmah will hunt and kill prey using only their teeth and claws. They will feel their prey struggle for life in their jaws and feel the weight of the life they are taking. They will learn that all creatures wish to survive in the most intimate way possible and put their own bodies at risk to eat. While not everyone agrees with this traditional practice, I took all my cubs on these coming-of-age hunts.
Do most Ferran cub go through that ritual?
No, most don't these days. I believe it is an important tradition to help all young cats accept what it means to be Urmah. These hunts may seem cruel, but with prayer we give thanks to our prey and wish them good fortune in their next life. This tradition was developed to foster a respect for the lives of all creatures, especially those that gift us life by sacrificing their own. Fishing provides another important part of the Urmah diet. We don't have as strict rules on fishing as we do on hunting, and the practice is largely unregulated, with one large exception. Nets or any other mass fishing technique is outlawed. If you want fish, you must catch them one at a time. This is done either with fishing lines, spears, or getting your claws wet. Any fresh hunted meat on the table is considered a delicacy, so skilled fishermen are prized. The best fisher cats are from Panthera society. The partial webbing some of them have between their fingers and toes make them excellent swimmers compared to other cats. The herbs Urmah use have similar features to these herbs. We have a catnip-like herb that provides a safe buzz and smells great, a type of grass that's good for hairballs and other tummy troubles, a basil that tastes good, and a licorice-type herb that helps with allergies, digestion, and tastes good. Urmah would also like parsley, rosemary, thyme, and dill.
Do the Urmah have gardens or farms for these herbs?
I don't think many Urmah would like dried herb, aside from the nip. Urmah would prefer fresh herbs. The one exception would be any root herbs, as they are easier to deal with dried and processed, and it takes longer to grow. So most herbs come from personal gardens, tended by either people or by servant AI. Although slow-growing herbs are grown on farms, naturally we can't always make the best meals at home. For one thing, you can't buy fresh hunted meat and have it shipped to your door. If you want the best ingredients, you must go to a restaurant that sources them. The cats here are eating sashimi, fresh caught at the docks nearby, run through a quick process to eliminate parasites, and then prepared and put on their plates while still warm. While every Urmah has access to all the food they can eat, because of our factory labs, which grow as much meat as is needed, luxury meals like fresh sashimi are something you must wait in line for. Our society is advanced enough that an Urmah doesn't need to work to be guaranteed healthy food and a safe place to sleep. However, if you don't want to be stuck with lab-grown meat, you need to work. Let's talk about some of the meals we produce. We can start with dairy. While fresh milk is okay for cubs, a majority of adult Urmah are lactose intolerant, so we have processes to take the lactose out of our milk products. From this milk we produce cream and hundreds of different types of cheese, along with various types of probiotics. Heavy cream is also the main ingredient in cream cake, which is my favorite dessert. You make it with cream, milk, bone powder, gelatin, egg yolks, a pinch of a catnip-like herb, and ring it with a crispy crust made from lard and freeze-dried meat crumb.
That sounds delicious.
It is delicious. My life-mate, Naira, normally doesn't cook much, but she will cook cream cake to spoil me and the cubs who come to visit. Another one of my favorite snacks are bone skewers, which are made from processed bones coated in lard and layers of savory sauce or gravy. It has a nice crunch, keeps for a long time, and is great for late-night studying. Dried meats are also a go-to snack. An Urmah kitchen will always have dehydrators for drying meat and herbs. We also have ovens for frying, baking, and pots for making stews. It is a myth that we eat raw meat, always preferring carefully prepared meals where we can get them just like you. One ubiquitous food we have for space travel is nutrient paste. No large ship would be complete without a machine that takes any plant or protein you throw into it, extracts what is technically edible, and then excretes the most nutritious and most disgusting food that you can find. When I was a soldier, nutrient paste was a huge part of my diet. For a Farron warrior who gains pride from enduring hardship, there is no greater source of self-satisfaction than consuming a nutrient-paste meal.
That looks like poop.
Lovely, isn't it? A perfect blend of minerals, vitamins, proteins, fats, and all the other nutrients a body needs balanced to perfection and ready for consumption. It's a staple food for the military, the elderly, and athletes. However, you won't find one of these machines in most homes, and for a few simple reasons. It tastes terrible, it smells terrible, and texture is reminiscent of poop.
Oh.
The machine to make it is expensive to purchase and complicated to repair. It has an atomic analyzer and fancy mechanical innards that enable it to turn any food scraps it can grind up into a nutritious and horribly disgusting paste. As I said before, I used to eat paste all the time. If you can get past the flavor to how good it makes your body feel after eating it for a prolonged time, then you can even start craving the stuff. I recommend it as an ingredient. There are herbs which can help paste go down easier when mixed with meat and other ingredients.
Why would anybody pay a lot of money for that?
Believe it or not, rich people seek it out because it will prolong a cat's life and make them healthier.
I'd rather eat cream cake.
Cream cake is delicious, but it will make cats fat eventually. From an early age, sentinel warriors like me are fed a strict diet of nutrient paste-infused meals. Trainers will stick paste in gravy for meat, put it in stews, mix it into protein shakes, and basically any other clever way they can think of to get you to eat paste. When you're trying to get headstrong Urmah cubs to eat paste, you need to be clever.
So do swordmasters not want delicious food like cheese or cream?
Fatty food is discouraged, yes. Too much fat makes for fat cats. I do most of the cooking in my science fiction book, Guardians of the Blade. Although my daughter, Nora, grew up to be a fabulous cook, she made her papa proud. I hope you liked this second lecture in my Urmah 101 course. Thanks for coming. See you later, Earthlings, and don't forget to live rightly.